Yes, we're back. We're live for another watch along. This time it's WWE Saturday night's main event. Welcome back to Wrestle News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well. I haven't done a watch along for a couple of weeks. I can't remember when the last time was. The last time I think was Backlash, which was what, like, I want to say a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago, something like that. So big up to everyone tuning in. First time we've done Saturday night's main event. There's been a couple of Saturday night main events specials since it was revived at the end of last year. It got revived in December. So there's been two, I think. So this is the third one back. Some big matches this evening. Of course, we've got World Championship on the line. We've got a John Cena match. We've got a Steel Cage match. We've got a Women's United States Championship match. And we've also got a CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn tag team match. It's going to be a loaded show. So be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe. As you can see right there, we're at 21,869. 869 subscribers. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Join the ever-expanding WNU, that big, the Wrestle News universe. Yes, I can see people already in the chat. Sarah's in the chat. Joey's in the chat. Jamie, I tell you what, Jamie's my guy. Yeah, Jamie's my guy because he will pick me up on my bad predictions or what have you, but he's also a member and he also supports. Yeah. And that's, I appreciate the level. I appreciate the level that he goes to. So big up, Jamie. Andrew's in the chat. I can see Zido's in there too. Yes, hit the like on the way in. Absolutely. Atom K says, hi, Owen. Big up. How you doing, my friend? Yes. Red Devil's 99. Yeah. We're not talking about Man United. We just got, we're not even going there. We're not even going there. I can't. I just can't. I can't even. No. This is a safe space. This is a safe space from Manchester United. I'm not even gonna. No. That's the last United reference. Last United reference that we're going to. Otherwise, I just can't. No. It's just too painful, isn't it? You know what I mean? Too painful. So yes, if you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Show is about to start in about 12 minutes time. It's interesting, Saturday night's main event. The reason why it's interesting is because in the United States, it's on Peacock and it's on NBC. Around the world, it's just on YouTube. So this is one of those ones that for us, if you're in the UK, and I suppose depending on where you are in the world, it's available on YouTube. I don't know if there's, different people in different international territories will have different broadcast deals, of course, but it's not on Netflix. I know some people are like, oh, it's going to be on Netflix. It's not on Netflix. It's on YouTube. It's free. You don't even need to have a Netflix subscription or anything like that. So yeah, it's one of those ones. And of course, this is a loaded weekend. This is why I definitely wanted to do this Saturday night's main event watch along. Firstly, because it's actually quite a loaded card in terms of title matches and what have you. And there could be some interesting things happening on the show. But then, of course, tomorrow, as you can see in the sidebar there, we've also got AEW Double or Nothing. We've got Double or Nothing. So we're going to be live for a watch-along and a post-show tomorrow too. That one starts at same time tomorrow. I mean, the buy-in pre-show will be ongoing, but we'll be live before the main pay-per-view about 15 minutes beforehand. So UK time, that's 12:45 a.m. In the US, that's what? 7:45 p.m. Eastern, and then I'll be live for a post show after Double or Nothing tomorrow, same as I will be this evening. We'll be live for a post show. We'll have screen grabs, we'll have discussion, debate, talking about what we liked, what we didn't like, etc. A big up to Jason Hanna, is the latest member of the WN365 roster. As you can see in the chat there, if you are a member, you get your badges, your emojis, you get your members-only content. You get your shout-outs on watch-alongs like this, and also on a lot of other videos. We've diversified quite a lot over the last few months or so. Obviously, we've got the daily news videos. They don't go anywhere. That's the bread and butter of the channel. But we've also got countdown videos, which people have been really enjoying, actually. And I try to do at least a couple of those a week, maybe more. I try, and if I can do one a day, I do. Sometimes it's just not possible. But I try and have at least a few go out a week. And people have been really enjoying those. And obviously, you get these watch alongs live, post shows live. Big summer of wrestling. I mean, the next couple of months are massive. Obviously, you've got SummerSlam coming up in the summer. You've got All in Texas. You've got obviously, as I mentioned, Double or Nothing. You've got Forbidden Door. You've got Money in the Bank. That's Worlds Collide weekend with WWE, AAA, NXT, and TNA all crossing over in one show. I mean, you've just got loads. You've got so much going on. So if you haven't already, now's the time to subscribe. Make sure you got the notifications switched on and all that fun stuff. And big up Jason once again for joining the WN365 roster. KJ says, let's go, own crazy work rate. Mongesi says, excited for any matches, Owen. Well, you know what? You've given me a perfect segue there. Let's talk about some of the matches that we're getting this evening. Let's begin with what I don't think many people maybe assumed we were going to see this match as part of John Cena's retirement tour, but here we are, and it is John Cena versus R-Truth. Now, this is not a WWE Championship match. This angle, of course, was shot at Backlash at the post-show press conference. I mean, R-Truth is the reason that John Cena is, I guess, still the WWE champion. He got involved in the Randy Orton John Cena main event at Backlash. Of course, R-Truth, his childhood hero, even though he's older than John Cena. It's comedy. So they've got this match here. I mean, I think it's just to get Cena on the show. You know what I mean? Well, what it really should be is Cena should go out and just kind of, it's got to be paint by numbers, really. You know what I mean? If you're expecting a spectacle, it's not going to be that. Like I said, it's going to be, maybe they might do like a false finish. It looks like, Chief, is he going to pin John Cena? And then Cena will win. It might be a situation whereby we find out who's going to be challenging Cena next. And to be honest, I wouldn't be shocked if it leads to a Cody Rhodes return this evening, because how do you try and solidify yourself as a heel? You beat up a sympathetic babyface and, keep going. So I think Cena probably wins, hits the attitude adjustment, maybe STFU, chokes him out. Then after the match, he's going to hit him with chairs, put him through a table, continue to choke him out. That's when Cody Rhodes makes his return, fights off Cena. That builds to Money in the Bank. And then we get this rumored tag team match, perhaps, which, of course, is, what was it? It was Cena and Travis Scott versus Cody Rhodes, and maybe, the suggestion was it could be a 6-man tag, wasn't it? Cena, Logan Paul, and Travis Scott versus Cody Rhodes and the Usos, or something like that. So this could be very angle heavy, I think, perhaps. But we shall see, indeed, what they do with that one. But yes, Cena versus R-Truth is a real match. It's happening this evening. Speaking of the Usos, of course, Jey Uso defends the World Heavyweight Championship tonight against Logan Paul. And I don't know what to expect from this in terms of quality. Double A says Bad Bunny could be involved. Yeah, could be involved. Jey Uso will retain, because surely he's not going to lose the championship this quickly. But, when it comes to Logan Paul, his matches are rehearsed very much ahead of time. And the one criticism of Jey Uso is, merchandise, great. Catchphrase, great. Entrance, great. Bell rings. We got a bit of a problem, folks. So I can't see this being an amazing match. Logan Paul is for what he is really good at what he does, but it's also very heavily rehearsed. So I don't know what this is going to look like. There's something in me that goes, this could end up being a complete cluster, potentially. So I don't know. But Jey Uso retains. I think that's where we go with it. Jason Hanna, not only a member, but also with his first super chat of the evening. Big up, Jason. Really appreciate your generosity. We're a small channel, so all of the super chats really do make a massive difference. Says, Owen, thoughts on WrestleMania possibly going back to Las Vegas? Me, myself, I am disappointed. I agree, Jason. Obviously, the news, we covered it earlier today, that WrestleMania 42 is not taking place in New Orleans, Louisiana, even though The Rock came out and made the announcement on SmackDown back in February that was going to happen. It ain't happening now. Instead, they're getting Money in the Bank and the promise of a future WrestleMania. Triple H with the video yesterday that I thought, frankly, was just completely bizarre. I mean, I just can't think of a time, for me being a wrestling fan, that I've ever seen anything like that. You know, sometimes you get events that are rescheduled, or you get events that are moved to different venues, or, you know, it's announced for one place and it ends up going to another place. That happens. Not so much for WrestleMania. I can't recall, apart from like the pandemic, you know, when it was like, oh, it's going to be at Raymond James Stadium in was it Tampa Bay? And now it's going to go back to the Performance Center because we can't hold shows outside. Okay, that's different. But yeah, that the news that no, it's not going to New Orleans, and then the subsequent news that it's going back to Vegas, and then the news after that they're going back to Vegas because they were really happy with the money they made at WrestleMania in Vegas this year, and also there's this feeling that they're going to regularly do WrestleMania out of Vegas, apart from sort of select occasions. That's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, because I just look, WrestleMania is WrestleMania. It will always draw a crowd because it's not really about, I suppose, the local crowd, because people fly in from all over the world to go to that. But as you've seen with AEW made this mistake with, if you keep doing events year after year after year after year after year after year in the same venue, in the same city, in the same location, people are a bit like, well, I went last year. Why would I go this year? You know? And sometimes, yes, people will fly in from all over the world to the one place, but people like to fly in from all over the world to different places still. Like, people really were excited at the idea of going to New Orleans, even though there have been a few recent WrestleManias in New Orleans, you know, WrestleMania 30, WrestleMania 34. But also people really like the idea of flying to New Orleans for a WrestleMania week, because New Orleans is a great town. So, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. And also, I think rightfully so, was real criticism of the Vegas crowd over WrestleMania weekend this year, because it kind of sucked. You know, particularly, you know, both nights of WrestleMania, very flat. You could argue that's because some of the matches were the shits, and some of the creative going into WrestleMania and coming out of it has not been very good either. But it's the difference. You know, WWE isn't WWE. It's TKO WWE. That, what you thought you knew, has changed. Some parts for the better, some parts for the worse. Ticket prices in WWE right now are totally out of control. Totally out of control. I mean, there's a European tour later on in the summer for the Clash in Paris, and I don't know if you guys saw it. Some of the ticket prices were absolutely extortionate, absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's a wild story to say the least. Other matches, as the show's about to start very, very shortly, by the way. So indeed, go to WWE's YouTube channel and you'll be able to watch along with us all. Let's make sure I've got these ads. There you go. We've got the Women's United States Championship on the line, as well as Zelina Vega defends against Chelsea Green. I wouldn't be shocked here if Chelsea Green wins the title back. In fact, I think she should, because I don't think she should have lost it in the first place, frankly. I think if you look at the mid-card Women's Championships that they introduced, Chelsea Green had done the best job with, you know, in comparison to Lyra Valkyria. And when she dropped it, I was very surprised, and I thought that was very unnecessary. Very, very unnecessary. So I hope she wins it back, because Zelina Vega, I mean, look, she's okay, but doesn't get much of a reaction. Not the best. I thought Chelsea Green was like crushing it, and then for her to drop the title, maybe my hope is to win it back very, very soon. Hopefully that's the case, because I'm a big Chelsea Green fan and the work that she's been doing. We've also got a steel cage match. Yes, a steel cage match this evening as well. We've got Drew McIntyre going up against Damian Priest. This one should be good. Of course, they had the Sin City Street Fight at WrestleMania. And they also had they were part of the Fatal Four Way at Backlash. And this one should be a good one. And then we've also, I've got to do this very quickly because the show's starting. We've got the tag team match. CM Punk, Sami Zayn teaming up to face off against Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker, with Paul Heyman, of course, in the corner of his new faction. I think we could get a heel turn. That's my sort of wild prediction on that one. Possible heel turn. I don't rule it out. Sami Zayn. Could he be the third man, even though they haven't really hinted at a third man? You know what I mean? I'm not sure. But yes, we are now live. Is welcoming us. James Wright says, "How come no SmackDown and Raw live streams anymore? Because I've got to sleep." James, I could do them when they were across Europe, but in the US, I have to get up at 9 o'clock to do morning. Well, I have to be live at 9 in the morning for the morning show. Otherwise, yeah. There is Drew McIntyre arriving as Damian Priest also arrives. We've got over 55 people watching, which is great. If you haven't already, click the like button. Let's see if we can get to the same number of likes as people watching. Saturday night's main event presented by Dude Wipes. And there's R-Truth arriving. R-Truth versus John Cena. Can you believe? Logan Paul with his entourage backstage. We're 30 subscribers away from 21,900 as well. Look at this here at WrestleNews 365. As Jey Uso arrives, he doesn't have his championship with him. Where's the bout? Jey. I tell you what, I'm a big Joe Tessitore fan. I must be said. I wasn't sure at the beginning, but I really like his commentary. I think him and Wade Barrett do a really good job on SmackDown. And SmackDown at points, with being 3 hours at the moment, it's a rough watch, I tell you. As we're getting this 80s music, is Jesse Ventura going to be? Is Jesse Ventura going to be on this one? He's been on the last two, hasn't he? To be fair, when he's been on commentary for a couple of them for the main events, he hasn't lost it. He still does the heel commentary gig very, very well. The body. Da, 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 da. Yes, we're seeing the cold intro right now. EB says, how do you feel on TKO's current run / impact so far? You know what? I think obviously fiscally, you can't argue, can you? You know, as Pyro's going off, you can't argue in terms of they've making more money than they've ever made. They're still selling out in terms of arenas. So from that point of view, can't argue. But there are also some very questionable decisions, like I said, with the back-to-back WrestleManias at Vegas. There is Jesse the Body. They had breakfast this morning. They're talking about the steel cage match. When it comes to Drew and Damian Priest, Jesse Ventura says he doesn't drink coffee. Just so you know. As we're 1 like away from 40 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. You always get the impression with Ventura as well, doing these things. You're like, I have no idea what he's going to say. And you can tell, like, Joe Tessitore is like, I don't know what he's going to say. Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. Just wondering. Ventura just said that Mike Tyson took a dive. That's Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. A lot of memories for Pat McAfee in this building. The Thunderdome, of course, they're doing a bit of a residency at the Youngling Center. Saturday night's main event. Of course, then it's tomorrow. It's NXT Battleground. Monday, it's Raw. It was going to be. We got a tag team match. We're starting off red hot, folks, because we're getting Rollins, Braun, along with Paulie, of course, in tow. CM Punk, Sami Zayn. Of course, they've got the narrow end. So it's very retro Saturday night's main event, isn't it? Lillian Garcia doing the ring announcing as well. Being accompanied by the wise man, Paul Heyman. So what have we got for this one? What's your predictions? Get your predictions in the chat. So I make sure I get this all set up so we can have we can have good images for our post show, of course, which will be taking place post match, a post show, excuse me. There we go. McLaren says, what channel is Saturday night's main event on? Well, it depends where you are. If you're in the United States, it's on NBC or Peacock. If you're international, it's on YouTube right now. I think, in terms of my prediction for this one, like I said, I'm still convinced, coming out of WrestleMania, particularly with that post-WrestleMania edition of Raw, I'm still convinced that Sami Zayn's turning heel at some point. And maybe it takes place on CM Punk. That's what I feel like is happening. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I've been wrong before, as Jamie will point out. Here comes Sami Zayn. Let's go. There is Sami Zayn. Of course, missed WrestleMania this year, didn't he? The question is, what will happen with him? Jamie, of course, you're always there, Jamie. Got to make sure. United Love says, random, what made you? How did you get into YouTubing? Remember seeing you pop up one day on the old United channel, but never before. And now you're goated. Well, I appreciate you, United Love. It's been a man for 30 months, by the way. In terms of what getting into it, it was just this was the channel that I started way back when, before I even started doing any United stuff. And it was just a creative outlet, really. You know what I mean? It was just a creative outlet that I wanted to do. And I was rubbish at the start, as everyone is, but it was never about views or subscribers or money. My goodness me. It was just about talking about stuff. Here comes, but listen to the innovation. Oh, my goodness me. These guys are going nuts for CM Punk. What an ovation. I mean, he got a massive pop on Raw on Monday. I don't know if you guys saw that. And that is no different here. It's clobbering time indeed. As WWE very much utilizing the drone this evening, aren't they? Punk's first match since WrestleMania. Of course, when he was screwed by Paul Heyman. It's amazing to think that that was the venue of the WWE Thunderdome at one point. It's right, here we go. Run away. Punk's going after Bron Breakker. Sami Zayn clothesline sends Seth Rollins over the top rope. The bell hasn't even rung yet. Referee in the old-fashioned long blue shirt with a bow tie. And a double clothesline sends Bron Breakker over the top rope to the outside. Punk and Sami Zayn in control. Look, Punk's going after Rollins. Rollins gets back in the ring. Now the referee rings the bell. And we're off. Sami Zayn up against the ropes. Oh, and there's a clothesline from the former Intercontinental Champion. And now Sami thrown to the outside. I must say, the aesthetic is good, isn't it? Oh, my goodness me. Look at that jump by Bron Breakker. Oh, my goodness me. He just clotheslined him over the table. Good grief. Already. Oh, my God. Look at Bron Breakker. He base jumped up. He base jumped up to the to the apron. And then, my goodness me, unbelievable. And we're in commercial. And I'll be right back. Oh, my goodness me, that was something else. From you think the guy, he is a freak athlete. He really is an absolute freak athlete. Good grief. Yes, if you haven't already clicked that like button, be sure to subscribe. We've also got a super chat target this evening, folks. We're already 1 out of 10 on green teal supers for the evening. So let's see how far we can get with that one too. Slim says, I hope they don't overdo the commercials. Unfortunately, it's American TV, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's American TV. There is a lot of commercials on American television. With YouTube, I mean, that means we just have to we do get a couple of commercials. You can skip them, and then you just have to wait. Mike says, commercial breaks on YouTube, really, WWE? Look, unfortunately, it's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, I see that sometimes when we're doing streams on United View. You get people will say, "Oh, it's commercials, whatever," and there's not a lot you can really do to limit them. You can try and turn them down as much as possible, but there's not a lot you can really do, and unless you have YouTube Premium, of course. Or like an ad blocker, I suppose. That's the way around it, really. If you wanna get around it, we've got 50 people watching, which is great. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well whilst you're at it. We're in commercial break of this tag team match. James says it's his birthday. Happy birthday, James. Appreciate you joining us on. Is it your birthday today? I mean, right now. Like early. I'm assuming you might be in the UK, so it's probably one of those ones where it's just, one of those ones where it's just crossed over into your birthday as of an hour ago. There you go. Many happy returns. I'm sure everyone in the chat, like Jamie right there. Look at that. Can be nice. See, the reputation. Says happy birthday, James. Yeet as well. Jamie's in a good mood. He's yeeting this evening, and that's when you know things are going good. So, yes, happy birthday. Many happy returns. Appreciate you spending it with us here at Wrestling News 365 as we still wait for the commercial break to to get over. Floki says, what channel, Owen? Depends where you are. But if you're international, it's on YouTube. If in the US, it's on NBC or Peacock if you're a subscriber to that streaming service. As we're back from commercial. And look at that, Seth Rollins just teeing off on Sami Zayn in the corner. CM Punk's furious. As we're seeing the broadcast team for the evening, Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, Joe Tessitore, Governor Jesse Ventura, Kathy Kelly, and Lillian Garcia. And look at this suplex by Bron Breakker. No advertising on the canvas this evening, but there is a Saturday night's main event logo. I saw a picture on social media of Bron Breakker during his early days in NXT. He was considerably less tanned during that time. Well, there goes Bron Breakker over the top rope from Sami Zayn. Rolls through, makes the tag. In comes the Second City Saint. Clothesline sends Seth Rollins down. Of course, 5-time WWE World Champion. Big jumping kick by Punk. And look at this twisting neck breaker by Punk. Off comes the vest. Now, CM Punk, he might be going for a quick GTS, perhaps. Rollins up on the shoulder. Nope. Floats over. Kick to the gut. Whoa, code red. Look at that. Code red by Punk. Whoa, I don't know if I've ever seen Punk do a code red. CM Punk code red. Look at that. Even Punk looks surprised himself. As the youngling centers behind Punk, running knee in the corner. Oh, look at that. Bulldog clothesline combination. And now Punk going all the way up to the top. We're going to get that Macho Man-esque elbow drop. Many a Macho Man moments in Saturday night's main event history. Elbow. Ooh. And a near fall. Just seeing another replay of that clothesline Bulldog combination. I'll tell you what, it's been a heck of a hot tag by Punk. Give him his credit there. Nope. The crowd chanting this is awesome. It's the most overused phrase and, chant in wrestling, isn't it? This is awesome. It's, a great hot tag. I don't know, awesome. Oh, pedigree. Look at that pedigree by Rollins to Punk. It's beaten Punk in the past when Triple H used it, and it's broken up by Sami Zayn. Now Bron Breakker just teeing off on Sami Zayn as the dogs are barking in Florida. Zayn lands on the apron. Oh, pulls that top rope down. And maybe we're going to get that Sami moonsault. I think so. Oh, look at that. Moonsault takes out Breakker. Zayn grabs the ribs. Bloody hell. We got another commercial break. I swear it's only been going like a minute. What? NBC, these commercial breaks are too much. We're 19 minutes into the show. We've already had 2 ads. You shitting me? Oh my God. I literally, that would have been what? That was about 3 minutes worth of action. That had to be like a couple of minutes of action at most. My God. Remember that commercial break? I'll tell you what, guys, we're going to be chatting amongst ourselves quite a lot this evening, aren't we? Good Lord. We're 8 likes away from 50 likes. If you haven't already clicked the like button, be sure to subscribe too. That wasn't just me. That was fast, wasn't it? That was quick. That was quick. Yeah, as James says, another advert. Good grief. That was quick. Man. Man. Slim says, imagine a Roman Reigns interference to stop Rollins winning. What happened at Mania? Just putting that into the atmosphere. Well, I don't think Roman's going to be back till probably Probably SummerSlam. I mean, the last thing we heard about Reigns, of course, was that he's filming. Well, he might be filming Street Fighter, the video game adaptation. Yeah, he's in negotiations, and usually when those stories come out from the likes of Deadline that they're in negotiations, it means that they are going to be in the film, because it builds hype for it. But yeah, Reigns is going to be in that. They were saying Jason Momoa as well. Jason Momoa and Roman Reigns being in the same film is kind of wild, considering that people all the time say that they're like doppelgangers. So that would be interesting. But yeah, Roman doing more Hollywood films. You know, just the latest. I mean, now, of course, there are so many WWE superstars that are repped by, actual Hollywood agencies. Of course, that's part of the TKO combination as well. They have WME. So obviously Liv Morgan. Tell you what was funny was the Liv Morgan stuff was so interesting, because not to say that it was a bit of hype and then letdown, but the way people were describing that was that Liv Morgan was basically going to be in like Avengers Doomsday or something like that, or she was going to be in, something very, very big. And was in that Bad Lieutenant Tokyo. Now, from all of the situation is like that could legitimately be like a big, big deal film. Not maybe in terms of box office, but in terms of like awards and Academy Awards, what have you. She could that could be a big, big deal for her. So it's not to say that it's a letdown, because in terms of the director and other people involved in the film, that's big. But the way it was suggested was like she's gonna be in, Avengers Doomsday. She's gonna be in, I don't know, the next Batman film, or just like big commercial hit. It was like, oh no, and but still could be a massive breakout role for her. Really interesting to see how that one goes. As we're back from yet another commercial. That's this. Oh, look at that! The moth. Get out of it! Get out of it, moth. Ugh. Oh, it's up on the shoulder. Oh, there's a kick to the gut by Rollins. Gonna go for a stomp. Oh, moves out the way. Double clothesline, both are down. Both down. Bron Breaker's back up on the apron. Sami Zayn. He's reaching for the tag. That was a bit too... I thought for a second. Oh, blue Thunderbomb. No. Oh, shot to the chest. Oh, tornado DDT by Zayn. Maybe he's going for a haluva kick, Seth Rollins. CM Punk. Plancher over the top. Oh, Bronco for a spear. No. Exploder into the corner. Uh-oh, Heyman's going to the other side of the ring. This doesn't look good. And look at Heyman. Grabs Sami Zayn's foot. The referee, send him out of there, ref. Send him out. Send him out. Throw him back. Who the hell? Oh my God! Oh my God! It's Bronson Reed! It's Bronson Reed! Bronson Reed's back! He's the third man. I did recent returns. And I said that he could be the third man. I said he could be the third man. It was a spear. 1, 2, 3. If you watched my recent video about returns, I said that Bronson Reed could be the third man. Because who was he feuding with? He was feuding with Seth Rollins. It makes sense. There he is. Bronson Reed's back. No, they're doing like a tease, like, oh, they're gonna fight. They're not gonna fight. We know they're not gonna fight. He is the third man as Rollins is hugging big Bronson Reed. Look at that. They're shaking hands. Bronson Reed is the third man. Oh, now CM Punk's going after. Oh, a senton. Oh, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a tsunami. Here we go. The first one for a while. Get ready. Get ready. Punk's about to be squished. Get ready for it. Tsunami. Ah. Are we gonna get one more time? Ah. I tell you what, I like Bronson. I'm a big Bronson Reed fan, so I'm all for it. I'm all for that. Look at that. That is a heck of a faction, isn't it? Definitely one heck of a faction. That is. Oh, I tell you what, I like the finish. What a start! What a start! Austin Baker says, "Yo, O Dog and chat. Hope you're having a great stream. Also, O Dog, your mic is having issues. Is it? Damn. Let me check this. Let's have a look. Not sure why. Let me just switch. No. 1, 2. 1, 2. Is it fixed? I think it's fixed. I think it's fixed. I think. Sounding fine to me. Maybe. 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 I don't know. Either way, it's sorted. We fixed it. Jamie says he'll have to do. He'll have to do. Yeah. He'll have to do. Yes, we've got Women's United States Championship match coming up next. If you're just joining us, we've got a new member. We've got a new member of the Rollins Breaker faction with Heyman, and that is Big Bronson Reed. Yes. I am again. I did the returns video I did a few days ago, and one of them was Bronson Reed, and I said, actually, you know what? Maybe he might be a third man for the faction, perhaps. Red Devils 99 says you can always call KG or Fleck for tech support. Oh, it's very true. Those two know exactly what they're doing when it comes to, they know when it comes to tech, fixing things, making sure things get done quickly. They're the people to call. You know, not like I was edited the Flex's view today that went up on United View, and I love that in it he just randomly starts going, "Am I in focus? Am I in focus? I don't know." Did I read this one? Austin Baker, moderator, member, says, "Yo, O-Dog and chat. Hope you're having a great stream. Also, O-Dog, your mic's having issues. Yes, it was. We fixed it. Big up Austin for pointing that out as well, and also being a member." Fat Thor's in the chat as well. Says big up Owen. Covering WWE is much more worth it than the match later on. Yeah, you know, it's again. The less said about Manchester United, the better at the moment. Yeah, we're in a safe space here. We're enjoying the graps. We're enjoying the wrestling, as it were. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow as well. Tomorrow evening, we'll have AEW Double or Nothing. So we'll be doing the same. We'll be enjoying the graps, having fun, and just not talking about football because it's quite depressing, isn't it, at the moment? Good grief. But what wasn't depressing was that opening match. I tell you what, I really enjoyed that. Really, really enjoyed that. That was a good tag. That's a good TV tag match with a good ending, storyline progression. Bronson Reed's back. I think that's a real good inclusion for him being part of that faction. I think that's good shit. Jason, a bit of a member from him, says, "Owen, do you think Goldberg will return to WWE?" Yes. Most likely, according to reports, we did this on the channel earlier today, I think it was. The likelihood is that Bill Goldberg, as Bret Hart would always say, Bill Goldberg will have his retirement match at Saturday night's main event in July in Atlanta, Georgia. That's the suggestion. Same weekend as AEW All in Texas. Goldberg most likely will have his retirement match at Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, Georgia. So a couple months' time is the suggestion. I think the assumption is that it would be against Gunther, his last match. That's not been confirmed, but given they shot that angle at Bad Blood last year, it would make sense that would be the natural one they would go for. But yeah, the suggestion is maybe a couple months' time, Saturday night's main event. No, I don't think it's going to be going head to head All in Texas with Saturday night's main event, because All in Texas is actually, the start time is much earlier in the day than it would usually be. So if possible, that day, the plan would be here on the channel to do a All in Texas watch long and post show, and then probably like following that, Saturday night's main event watch long and post show, Goldberg's retirement match. That'd be a long day and a good day, a fun day. But again, that none of that Saturday night's main event hasn't been confirmed just yet, and nor has Goldberg's retirement match, as they're in Tampa, Florida this evening for Saturday night's main event for the third time in the city, as they're just recapping what happened with Bronson Reed just returning. It's quite curious. I mean, this is when Bronson Reed, look at this, he just bang through the barricade. And there was that big spear by Bron Breakker. And it looked like Bron Breakker had no idea that Bronson Reed was going to be showing up, didn't he? And it also looked a bit like maybe Paul Heyman Didn't know this was gonna happen. Look at that tsunami. Ah, what a finishing move that is. What a finish. We're 3 likes away from 50 likes. So if you haven't already, click that like button and be sure to subscribe. Here comes the Women's United States Champion, Zelina Vega. Maybe it's just me, but I swear whenever she makes her entrance, and this is a Def Rebel issue, definitely, but it's like 0 reaction from the crowd, like 0. Like, it's classic classic Def Rebel classic Def Rebel theme where it says their name at the start, Zelina Vega, and then music plays, most generic music. But, I mean, it's fully getting, like, the golf clap treatment from this crowd in Tampa here. So, Chelsea Green, like I said, for me, needs to win the title back. Win the title back, make her a two-time champ. They tried to elevate Zelina, it hasn't worked out. Chelsea Green was doing a good job. And, to be honest, her whole gimmick is being the Women's United States Champion. She's got the secret Hervis, which is whole, like, US, that kind of thing, isn't it? So, Chelsea Green, let's hope she wins it back here. Bell rings. Oh, there's a clothesline. And Chelsea Green quickly out of the blocks here. Now, I guess what's the over under on how many adverts we have during this? Oh, look at that Irish whip straight into the top turnbuckle. Goes the head of Zelina Vega. Oh, went for a big boot. Roll up. Two. Look at this camera angle. They got the camera angle of almost basically inside the ring, haven't they? That one. Well, that head scissors looked like the absolute shit from Zelina Vega. Maybe she was going to go for a 619. There was a right hand by Chelsea Green. There's a knee by Zelina Vega. Oh. Oh, maybe we're going to get a power bomb. Power bomb on the floor by Chelsea Green to Zelina Vega. And this is where the old school will get in me. Cover kicks out. Back in the day, yeah, power bomb to the floor. That was an injury angle, not a false finish. That was an injury angle. They do a stretcher job after that. Now it's just a spot because they got to get the crowd to react because they're silent. So let's do a power bomb on the floor. Let's get a reaction from the crowd. Otherwise, gotta be quiet. There's the forearm by Vega. Oh, and it's just a big slap by Chelsea Green. Oh, and just throws Vega into the canvas, and Vega kicks out. And now, just knees to the back by Chelsea Green to Zelina Vega. Of course, Piper Niven, Alba Fire outside of the ring, the secret Hervis. There's the rear chin lock by Chelsea Green to Zelina Vega. As Jamie Season says there in the chat, kick clash. I know there's a lot of blue going on, isn't there? There's a lot of blue. You've got oh, look at that big pump kick by Chelsea Green. And Chelsea Green has been kind of dominating this one so far. Says to me, Vega might be retaining here, folks. Usually how it goes. Oh, she went for a version of a Vader bomb. Oh, Zelina Vega, there's a kick. Crowd start clapping for Vega. Gonna go for here. There's a clothesline. Couple of clotheslines by Vega. I went for a knee. Reverse elbow. There's a back suplex by Zelina Vega. And a kip up. Knees in the corner. Vega's gonna go to the middle rope. Oh, rolls through. What was that? Just sort of flipped around. Are we gonna get prettier? Oh, version of a backstabber. Nearly got her in the head, I feel like. 619. Oh my god. The 619, that was dreadful. That that was dreadful. Good God. Good God. Oh, this is what I mean. Why is Zelina Vega the Women's United States Champion? Like, why? Why? What we got here? Code red from the top rope-ish. 2, 3. And Zelina Vega won. Yeah. 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 If my soundboard was working and I didn't have to abandon it because of mic issues, I'd be hitting a lot of noises right now. Ugh, that was not good. That was not good. To be honest. That was not good. Zelina Vega retains, gets the code red. Uh, oh my god, yeah, and look at Chelsea Green's face. Chelsea Green's face, she's got blood gushing out. So not only did Zelina Vega botch the 619, she made Chelsea Green bleed by kneeing her in the face. Oh dear, get your ratings in for that one. Rate it out of 5 if you can. I mean, you'll have a tough go at doing it as well. I mean, coming up next, by the way, is it's gonna be Cena versus R-Truth. But good God. I mean, yeah, star ratings. If you get 0.5, 0.75, Jamie with a 1, David with a 1, 0.5, M Bison 1.5, Cactus says 1. I'd say I I don't know. I almost feel like a 1's generous. You know what I mean? I'll give it a 1 because Chelsea Green's in it. But man, that was bad. Really bad. Really bad. Like that wasn't good. No, it just wasn't. And then it just again, the thing is when you say it like this, it's not like, oh, you're going in on Zelina Vega while you're picking on her, but it's like, well, she's got no reaction from her entrance. There's like a significant botch there in the move that's paying homage to Rey Mysterio. That's just not championship caliber, is it? You know, you got Chelsea Green, who was legitimately having a really good title run, elevating the championship as the inaugural champion, make it mean something, and then they switch the belt for no reason. It's not. Remember, as the saying goes, the belt doesn't make the person makes the belt. Can't just put the title on Zelina Vega and be like, all right, credible. And you go, no, I just don't think that's the yeah, don't think that's the one. Don't think that's the one. But yeah, that wasn't good. Great opener with that tag match and the post match angle, but that wasn't it. And next we've got John Cena versus R-Truth, which as a match probably isn't going to be all that, but I think we're probably once again going to get an angle of some kind because of course we're heading to the top of the hour, which is where these kind of angles do take place. So maybe we get a Cody Rhodes return, perhaps. We're one like away from 50 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well, whilst you're at it, as we get closer to 22,000 on that road to 25K. That's the new goal for this year. Initially, the goal was 20K, and we just smashed that over WrestleMania weekend. So now the new goal is 25. We've got, like I said, a big summer of wrestling coming up. A lot of pay-per-views, a lot of watch-alongs, a lot of post shows. Obviously, a lot of news coming up as well. Countdown videos and the like. So should be all good as we wait to come back from commercial on YouTube internationally for Saturday night's main event. Oh yeah, as it says here in the chat, as YouTube's just broke. Slim says Travis Scott might randomly take up 5 minutes screen time walking to the ring randomly again. Remember as well when that happened, and there was like on commentary, the suggestion was like, "Oh, but I've been sent by The Rock," and then like a day later, The Rock goes on the Pat McAfee show and is like, "Yeah, I was never showed up at WrestleMania," and I rang John and Cody after Elimination Chamber. Went, Final Boss has kind of done his bit. What? 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 I feel like I've shot the angle and I don't need to do any more. What? It's just like, okay. Just bizarre, wasn't it? That whole situation is just bizarre. But coming up next, as I mentioned, we've got John Cena versus R-Truth, non-title. And Bison says some terrible booking, indeed. I mean, it's a shame, isn't it? Because of course, with how much had been fantasy booked about the John Cena heel turn throughout the years, it has been a letdown. It has, but I feel like it's a letdown because of the angle that they shot it with. They were never going to capitalize on, which is disappointing. There's the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. He's got his megaphone, of course he does. It's one of the bushwhackers, Bushwhacker Luke. What? He's gonna lick the head of Jimmy Hart. That's what it is. That's how you walk. That's how the bushwhackers walk. 2 weeks tonight, we've got Worlds Collide. Oh, look at that. El Hijo del Vikingo versus Chad Gable. Sign me up. Streaming on YouTube, that one as well. We'll be doing that, like I said. El Hijo del Vikingo versus Chad Gable. I like that. That is going to be a heck of a match. Remember, that's the same day as Money in the Bank, too. We'll have watch alongs and post shows for both. And there is Vikingo. And he's going to be the AAA Mega Champion because he's going to be Alberto Del Rio because WWE doesn't want to book him for that show. There's a lot of John Cena shirts in the arena as we'll see what the reaction is going to be. As we're seeing the video package here. as John Cena. I mean, they don't really need to show this video package because if you've tuned into any Cena appearance over the last 3 months, Cena has done the same promo, which is, "You fans suck." "Why did you turn heel, John?" "Well, fans are shit." Did it have anything to do with The Rock? Uh, well, initially it was going to, but then The Rock decided he didn't really wanna do it. So, it's just I don't like the fans anymore. Although, I will say that I did enjoy the, main event of Backlash. Um, the main event of Backlash with Randy Orton, Cena, was it overbooked to shit? Yes. With, like, a million ref bumps? Yes. But to be fair, it needed to be. If they did that straight down the middle, then that would have sucked. It would have sucked. It would have been a bit like the sort of WrestleMania main event, because that WrestleMania main event was the shits. The best match of that weekend was the main event of night 1, but the Backlash main event with Cena and Orton, I enjoyed it. I was sports entertained. He's going to ruin wrestling. Puts R-Truth through that table. He'll be the last real champion in WWE. John Cena. Yes. How can I are we going to get are we if I swear to God, if we go to commercial. Ah, my God. I mean, what was the purpose of that segment? We literally just went to some people in the crowd. We went to some WWE Hall of Famers in the crowd, Jimmy Hart and Bushwhacker Luke. We went to them. We showed a video package and we're going to commercial. Why? 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 Oh, man, these commercials just madness. Like, just craziness. Like, what if it what if what was the like, genuinely, what purpose was served there? That's crazy. My word. These ads, like, it's just ugh. As Red Devil says, I thought I was gonna do a Saturday Night's Main Event watch along. We'll just go to commercial together. It is ad along. Oh my goodness me. These ads are just out of control. Everyone, like, if you go on like um social media now, like everyone's just going like these ads are brutal. Ads are ridiculous. We got ads, so literally to watch just a promo package there. Good lord. We came like loads of people were saying online now, they're going, we came back from ads just for a rundown and a video package, and now some more ads. Ugh, good lord. And now we're just Fat Thor says, so Owen, how is Chaina supposed to destroy wrestling? Well, I think the idea is meant to be like he's going to retire as the WWE champion and take the lineage of the WWE championship with him. Therefore, they'll have to make a new title. Or I don't know. Like I said, the logic at points has not been logicking. And to be honest, for all of the sort of talk about how WWE's been on fire for the last few years, which of course it has, that's not a debatable point. But people forget, like with the whole like bloodline saga, There was loads of shit in there that made 0 sense. Remember, like, Jimmy Uso was the first to break away from the bloodline. That forces Jey to break away. Then, a couple of months later, Jimmy's like, "No, I'm back in the bloodline with Roman Reigns." What? What? Even when it was the Brock Lesnar Cody Rhodes feud in 2023, they went for months with that. They never once explained why Lesnar turned on Cody Rhodes in the first place. They just never went to like explained why that was a thing. They just had 3 matches just because that was the thing. Okay. So yeah, it's but that's just what it is. So I think the sort of narrative that, WWE, they're big on story, sometimes not. Sometimes not. They just kind of carry on going. Sometimes they do tell very good long form stories. Sometimes not so much. So yeah. Right, we're back. But guess what? We've got a commercial. There you go. Look at this. Saturday night's main event, Great American Bash in Atlanta. Saturday night's main event in Atlanta. And there's the announcement. WWE Evolution is back. Evolution is Sunday, July 13th. The announcement that everyone knew. WWE Evolution is back. Great American Bash, Saturday night's main event, and WWE Evolution. So that reportedly could be the weekend that Goldberg has his retirement match. At least that's the speculation anyway. I mean, well, hopefully we're gonna get a match here. They've literally for the last 15 minutes have not had anyone come out. It's kind of mad, isn't it? Crowder child, let's go see the Cena sucks. All right. Dwayne with the super chat. Appreciate you, Dwayne's always over at United View. Says the writing post WrestleMania is even worse. Yeah, some of the creative has been not that, has it? I appreciate you, Dwayne. Appreciate the super chat. As the crowd sings, John Cena sucks. Of course, the John Cena entrance, which is just the black background, white John Cena font. As Cena walks to the ring with another super set, says WWE fumbled this Cena heel run. It's kind of mad, isn't it? How much they have, like you say, just I mean, the idea of the Cena heel turn that was so exciting for me anyway was different Cena, different entrance music, different ring gear, no shirts. He'd show up in a suit and this, that, and the other, and it's not that, which is very disappointing. I don't really, yeah. As John Cena gets a bigger ovation. Oh, he's just told him to shut up. He wants the big introduction from Lillian Garcia. Never seen 17 for the final time. The last real champion, John Cena. Well done, Lillian. Heck of an intro. Oh, imagine Howard Finkel was still alive. Imagine the Fink was still alive and he was doing that. The hell is this? R-Truth's coming out to John Cena's music. His shirt says Ron Cena. Oh, yeah, well, I tell you what, folks, what are we about to witness here? R-Truth's running to the ring. Cena should just beat him in 5 seconds. He should beat him in 5 seconds. I mean, Cena, rightfully so, looks sickened. He's running the ropes. Throws. Yeah, good. Good. He just clotheslined him. Ring the bell. Choke him out. Choke him out. Good. Cena just assaulting R-Truth. Good. 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 It's disrespectful, frankly. 17-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Undisputed. Very rude. I don't even the ref rung the bell. Clotheslined his head off and went, yeah, ring the bell. Ring the bell. It's a bit much. The chance of let's go Cena and Cena sucks. John Cena, of course, without the bald spot now. He had the hair transplant in January. It looks like it's taken fairly well. Still kind of there, isn't it? Still kind of there. It's not as bad as it once was. Irish whip. Ron Cena just bounces off the turnbuckle. What's this? What's he picked up? He lost his earrings. Crowd chanting, "You can't wrestle." Then he said, "Yes, he can." Look at Cena calling spots. Literally. How often? I mean, Cena is just the. Here we go, shoulder tackle. He literally has just said to R-Truth one more. He's as the older he gets worse at calling the spots. He's literally just gone shoulder tackle. One more. Here we go. Here comes another one. One more. There you go. Oh, he just doesn't even care about calling the spots. Oh, there we go. There's the side suplex. Ah, we're gonna get the 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see me. 5-knuckle shuffle. Up on the shoulders. Oh, he went down. Ducks the clothesline. Oh, hit it. R-Truth's doing the. Here we go. Ah, Truth. Maybe Truth's gonna go with the 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see me, John Cena. 5-knuckle shuffle. He hit it. He's got him up. He's got him up. Surely. Hey, hey. Surely no one. Two. Oh, he kicked out. Oh, oh. And he's going for STFU. STF. Cena immediately gets to the rope. Cena rolls to the outside of the ring. And Truth gets to the outside. Crowd is chanting, "Let's go, Truth." Oh, and Cena just bounces R-Truth off the steel ring post. And now rolling R-Truth back into the ring. Oh, what's Cena going for? Oh, he's grabbing his WWE Championship. Is he gonna? Crack the title off the head of Truth? Do you even need to? Title's not even on the line. You just got to embarrass him, perhaps. You don't even need to, John. You don't even need to. You don't even need to, like he says. Got our truth. Maybe, maybe, maybe he's reconsidering. Cena's conflicted. It's conflicted. Not Cena, look, he's given the title back. Look at that. Hustle, loyalty, and respect returns. Oh, he kicked him in the balls. Low blow. And there's the AA. 1, 2, 3, and Cena gets the victory. You didn't see that one coming, did you, Ron? Doesn't need the championship, but will kick him straight in the balls. Followed by an AA. That's all she writes. Well, it wasn't long. It was short. Oh, you know what? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Why not? Why not? Here we go. Title shot off the skull. Cena. Bang! Title off the head of our Trizzle. And Cena just walking out. He doesn't want to be in Tampa any second longer. He's sick of them all. The last real world champion with a champion-like performance. Look at this. Cena walking out. Championship over his shoulder. He wasn't here for a long time, but you know, it was a good time. I enjoyed that. As the crowd chant "Thank you, Cena." Get your star ratings in, of course. Get your star ratings in for that one. I mean, you can't rate it too high because it wasn't that long. You've got to give it what 2.5, 2.5, something like that. 2.5. I was entertained by it. I was entertained by that one. You know. And next up, we have Steel Cage. Yes, this one I'm really looking forward to. This is going to be a lot of fun. We are about to enter a 15-foot high steel cage. Nem says a 3, and Bison 1. Jamie gave a 1, 2.1. This should be something though. This should be a good one. I mean, we've got 2 matches left this evening, haven't we? We've got this steel cage match, and of course, we've got the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Jey Uso versus Logan Paul, and we've still got what is it? An hour left? Hour and a bit. Hour left of the show. So this one will probably go about 20. Then Logan Paul, Jey Uso. I mean, Jey Uso matches don't go very long, do they? Logan Paul matches go a little bit, but Jey Uso matches not so much. But this would probably, like many are saying, could steal the show. The opener was a fun match. But then if this does go long, this will probably mean that this one could be how many ad breaks? How many ad breaks are we gonna see in this match, do you reckon? I'm not sure. Ridwan says, how long has this show been on WWE's YouTube? How come it's not on Netflix? Just because it's part of the it's not part of the Netflix deal. Probably, and also because I think these shows are part of WWE's deal with NBC Universal, and they probably don't want them to be broadcast internationally on another streaming service, even though internationally, you know, in the UK, Peacock isn't a thing. So, yeah. But you know what this means, guys? You've got a commercial break. Yes. Back of a commercial. Slim says, I predict over 4 ads. Over 4 ads, the prediction from Slims. We hit over 50 likes, which is brilliant. Appreciate everyone for clicking the like button. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe too. Reminder, going to be live for a post show once Saturday night's main event goes off the air. And also, as you can see in the sidebar there, we'll be live for an AEW Double or Nothing watch along and a post show tomorrow. A lot of big matches on that show. There's going to be Anarchy in the Arena. It's going to be the men's and women's Owen Hart Cup finals. We'll find out what the main events are going to be for AEW All in Texas. It should be an interesting show. And hopefully we'll see all of you there and some as we see more ads. More ads, yes. More ads. Also, a bit fortunate that whilst Manchester United, and this is as much as I'll be talking about Manchester United, as Manchester United do have a match later today, at least kickoffs at 4 p.m. because all matches have to kick off at the same time on the last day. So I'll be live. I'll be live in about 12 hours. So that means, this show finishes about 3. Post show's usually about a half hour, 45 minutes. I can get some sleep. I won't be completely exhausted. What the worst one is when it's like there's a wrestling event on and United play the next day and it's like an early kickoff. You go, oh God, you go, this has got to be rough. You're like this. Oh, it's gonna be a tough one tomorrow. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be very, very difficult. But yeah, this is. But you know what? This is why I will never complain because this is what I always say. I think being a wrestling fan based in the UK, I think gives people good sort of empathy for international football fans. This is why, because as fans of any football club, really, if they're in the UK or Europe, you're waking up at crazy times sometimes to watch your team play, aren't you? If you're in the US or you're in China or India, or wherever it may be, you're getting up at all times of the day, very early or very late at night, to watch your team play, and particularly if you're a United fan this season, to lose. So that's why I hate that thing of like, oh, you're only a real fan. You're only a real fan if you go to games or anything like that. It's like, what? How, you can't determine what fandom looks like or how you support your team, because I'd put that against waking up at 3:00 in the morning just to watch your team lose. That and they don't care about you. That's support still. And it's the same with being a fan of wrestling, isn't it? You wake up at all times, stay up late till the wee hours of the morning, and I think we've all done it. When you stay up late to watch a wrestling pay-per-view, and you're in work or school the next day early, dying, you're literally, your eyes are like this. You're like, and then the worst thing is if a show's bad and then you're in work or school the next day and you're like, this so wasn't worth it. This so wasn't worth it. But you stay up on the hope of, yeah, but what if something big happens? Or what if I see a really good match? Or I won't be able to wait. I can't wait until the next day. I've got to watch it live. I've got to watch it live. It's always the way. There's Jey Uso. Oh, look at this. Jey Uso just bumped into John Cena backstage. It's been a long time. Yeah, last time saw you threw him out to win the Royal Rumble. Oos. That's good. Very funny. He's looking forward to the next time he sees you. And losing the World Heavyweight Championship to Logan Paul. Wouldn't it be something when his clock strikes zero, he takes this championship, and that championship is around the waist of a YouTuber. Don't say it's a bad word. Ruin wrestling. That's a lot of pressure for the match tonight. Good luck, champ. He'll be watching closely. Hmm. Lani Kai, former WWE Women's Champion. There's Tatanka, was undefeated for over here. There's Jesse the Body Ventura. Look at that. Jesse Ventura. Go on, Jesse. Screaming at McAfee. He lost and he won. Lillian Garcia. I love just Jesse Ventura just screaming over just Jesse Ventura just screaming over Lillian Garcia's just screaming over Lillian Garcia's ring introduction. Here comes Drew McIntyre. Here comes Drew McIntyre. It's a fire. He sets the roof on fire there. Good grief. There is the Scottish Warrior, former two-time WWE champion, former World Heavyweight champion. Not for very long. I I wish, yeah, considering they do, you know, considering they do all of this, retro stuff with this, I wish that this um cage would have been I wish the cage was the old-fashioned blue cage, you know what I mean? 'Cause that would have been nice, wouldn't it? They do the whole, this is retro 1980s, blah, blah, blah. Should have had the blue cage. If they had the blue cage, you know, the one that was, like, made out of, like, scaffolding, like, if you went into it, you would basically be knocked out. Sponsored by Arse Wipes, excuse me, Dude Wipes. It is mad that that is, like, you know, that their sponsor. Sponsored by Dude Wipes. Cleans shit good. I mean, that's literally what they are. Sponsored by toilet paper. Here comes Damian Priest, another former world heavyweight champion. Look at that. Bloody hell. Damian Priest, full entrance gear. David says, I use them. Soft. Hey. There's nothing against it. Nothing wrong with it. As Priest, Dan says, "Oh, when it was blue in the '80s from literally, yeah, it was like thick metal bars. Like, there wasn't mesh, was it? It was literally metal bars. It was no joke. I used to when I was younger, I had a Hasbro toy set that had the, blue cage with the action figures. Oh, there we go. McIntyre attacks Damian Priest before he even gets in the cage. Door's not been shut. Uh-oh, McIntyre. Uh-oh, he's got some steel chairs. No disqualifications. McIntyre, he's got a chair. Got 2 of them. There, slams the door shut, and we are underway. Oh, there's a chop by McIntyre and another. Oh, what a chop. Look at that flatliner by Damian Priest. Look at that big right hand by Priest. This is what is the thing with Jesse Ventura, yeah. Oh, there's the kick by Damian Priest. As much as, like, he's talking over the Lillian Garcia and you go, What's going on?" He's still legitimately, like, because his voice, it's just got this equity and this credibility, he's still a very good heel commentator. Priest, oh, went for a splash in the corner. Oh, as Damian Priest goes into the cage. McIntyre, look at that, just sends Priest into it like a long dart. McIntyre taking over in control. And guess what? We've got a commercial break already. God, you couldn't expect to watch too much wrestling, could you? God, we were watching a match. You didn't think you were going to watch a lot of content. My word, we were gonna have that. Not at all. Yes, if you haven't already clicked the like button, we're at 54 likes, which is fantastic. Also, be sure to subscribe. I think, to be honest, this is one of the matches I've seen. Well, certainly it looks like from the chat that people are excited about the most was this cage match. To be fair, I think the opening tag match, I thought that was actually quite a lot of fun, and particularly the post match angle. The women's US Championship match was the shits. That was awful. The Cena match, I think, was exactly what it needed to be. Which was just get Cena on the show because I think they're hoping to draw some ratings, obviously draw a crowd. And then this should be possibly the match of the show. And we've still got, remember, a World Heavyweight Championship main event to come, which now is quite interesting. I don't think Jey Uso loses the championship. I guess you never know. But that seems to me that we are building to that Money in the Bank tag team match, perhaps, where we're getting possibly a 6-man, John Cena, Logan Paul, Travis Scott, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, maybe Bad Bunny, maybe Jimmy Uso. I mean, it's in that Money Back's in LA, so you think celebrity involvement both sides. Bad Bunny, Travis Scott, both very, very popular big musicians. Seems a very WWE LA match, doesn't it? I think. Ridwan says, my favorite ever wrestler and character was Sting. When he introduced the black outfit, white face paint, crow, black baseball bat, random camera angles of him sitting in random parts of the venue, yes. Up in the rafters, sometimes with a vulture, literally there. And just also, the film The Crow with the late Brandon Lee is a really good film. If you've never watched it, I would recommend it. The Crow is a very good film. Pretty much every time they've tried to do a remake or sequel, they've all been the shits. But that one, the original, is very good. It's a good film. Big up Jamie with the contribution with the £1, who I remember what Jamie said last time. That's because that's what I'm worth. It's a quid. So Jamie, sticks to principles. But big up. Appreciate the contribution. Jamie's also a member as well. Always in the comments. Always getting involved with the videos. Appreciate you. In a love-hate way, Jamie. That's what we've got. It's a love-hate relationship. Hopefully we'll be back from commercial very shortly. Because it says commercial break in progress. Please stay tuned. Which usually means we'll be back very shortly. As we miss, a lot of the match. We're back. There you go. Drew McIntyre trying to escape the cage. They're both balancing on the top rope there. Oh, no. What's he going to go for here? Priest was thinking raise his edge from the top rope. That would be a disaster. Oof. Oh, and look at this. As McIntyre just bounced Priest off the side of the cage. Oh, rolls through. Oh, look at that kick by Priest. It was almost a vision of a Claymore. Oh, South of Heaven. South of Heaven choke slam. Cover 2. Oh, McIntyre kicks out. King in the Indies, one of our mods, says, happy to join you for a live show. My birthday, Owen. Love to the 3655555 family. That's 2 birthdays. It's King in the Indies birthdays. Many happy returns. I'm sure the entire WNU, the Wrestle News universe, will wish you a happy birthday. And it was also was it James's birthday earlier on as well? So a couple of birthdays in the chat. Big up. As Priest is trying to climb over the top of the cage, and McIntyre's doing his best. Look out. Suplex. Now, these ones make me nervous. These make me nervous. Oh, my goodness me. Suplex from the top of the cage. Good grief. Oh, and a kipper by McIntyre. Maybe thinking about a Claymore. 2, 1. Get ready. The Claymore. Claymore. Go for the cover. That's all she wrote. 2. Oh, he kicked out. Oh, we kicked out of South of Heaven, kicked out of a Claymore. Protect your finishers. I mean, how? I mean, Damian Priest gets suplexed off the top of the cage and a Claymore, and that's not enough for a 3? Really? Maybe I'm just too old school, me. As these right hands from both men. I literally like Priest, like, that's what I mean. He got suplexed off the cage and Claymore a second ago. He's back on his feet doing right hands. Forearms, right hands. And now, oh, kicks by Priest. That's what I mean. Priest all right now. Is Priest going to go for a big reverse elbow? Oh, went for a Claymore again. Priest hung on. Oh, crucifix pin. Oh, oh, maybe McIntyre going for a McIntyre south of heaven of his own. Look at this. 2. Oh, and Priest kicks out. As McIntyre maybe thinking about escape. Crowd continues to chant for McIntyre. There's maybe a steel chair. Oof. Ah, chair across the back of Damian Priest by McIntyre. Oh, another shot to the back. And now what's McIntyre thinking? McIntyre just pulling Damian Priest back up. Uh-oh. Oh, he went for the Claymore into the chair, but he missed. Priest, maybe? Chair. Oh, to the guts. Oh, no. Oh, no. Maybe gonna go for the throat. Oh, oh my god, chair right into the throat. Nasty work. Here we go. Second south of heaven. Second south of heaven. McIntyre. He's not gonna go for a pin. Got Priest's eye. Okay, yeah, Priest's eye. He's got a mouse right under there. Now what's he thinking of? Oh, concerto to Drew McIntyre. Oh, and now Damian Priest. He's just gonna walk out. Damian Priest down the steps. Is he gonna go back? That was a bit flat, wasn't it? He hits him with a concerto, walks out the cage, and he has this shot. Jesse Ventura is right. He's going, "What kind of BS is that?" He's right. He's right. Tell him, Jesse. Tell him. It's bullshit. Hits him with a concerto. But Jesse Ventura is right. Why did they do that finish? I mean, he walked out. It's not a very babyface thing to do, is it? Yeah, yeah, you're right, Jesse. He walked out there like a coward. He's right. Jesse's right. Yes, Jesse, absolutely. If you're gonna escape, go over the top of the cage. Jesse Ventura is absolutely spot on. J Jesse, you're right. That's why I like Jesse the Body on commentary. He's not afraid to call out a dumb finish. He's like, "Yeah, this finish was stupid." Yeah, I agree, Jesse. Should have gone out over the top. Don't walk out the door. Drew McIntyre. Yes, McIntyre. Right. Well, we're moments away from the main event, folks, which is going to be for the World Heavyweight Championship. The World Heavyweight title coming up next. And Bison said Jesse shit. Do you know what? Yeah, I've. But again, this is what this. You're not going to tell Jesse Ventura what to do and say on commentary, yeah. And also, he's not wrong. That finish was like no, there was no need, and he's right. Damian Priest is the baby face there. You know, if you're the baby face, I get the idea. Like you beat him so bad, you just walk out the cage. But Jesse Ventura's right. Like that's that's not like the good look, is it? You would escape from over the top. You know, would you just walk out the cage? That's not really. You know, like just yeah. You know, just Jesse's right to shit on it. I think. Um, but yeah, get your star ratings in on that one. I'd probably give it a. I'd probably give it a 3.5. 3.5. I'm again. This goes back to the old school. I prefer the thing of the reason you're put in a cage is to not escape. You know, that's the whole point of a cage match is to have two individuals lock in. They have to settle it in the ring. You don't even think about trying to climb and get out. You settle it in there. So I'm not the biggest fan of the escape the cage rule. I think that's that's not for me. I like the it has to end by pinfall or submission. That's it. That's my preference. As we sit through this another ad break, Bird says it was 3, 2.7. Jamie with a 2. Slim's 3.5 or 3. Something along that. And Bison says the escape the cage rule is dumb, to be honest. I mean, I hate it when they sometimes have matches where you can only win by escaping the cage. I'm like, oh. I mean, I get in terms of the risk and the sort of race to drop to the floor can be exciting. But yes, like I said, it's not really my preference. Sometimes they do it just because it's a way of winning without pinning someone. So they can be like, oh, but he didn't defeat me. You know, he didn't pin me because he can't pin me. He escaped. But just by definition, the word escape and babyface just doesn't really go together, does it? You know, you don't, if you're the babyface, what are you escaping? If you're a babyface, you win, you pin people, you're victorious, you fight. If you're a heel, you escape and you get out of situations and you climb over the top or you sneak through the door or whatever. So I'm not really sure that's the babyface thing to do, you know. So yeah, I think said Jesse's right to call out that finish. It was silly. It was unless the idea is they're planting seeds for a double turn, which I suppose Drew got concerto, but he still walked out on his own power. Fair play to him. Yeah. Fat Thor says this could be insulting for Drew. He strolled out on his own, strolled out. That's power. I mean, that's the point they tried to say on commentary, but I'm just not sure how much that really sort of translates. As Merge says, the escape is usually the heel way to win. Usually, I mean, not all the time, of course. You know, if the babyface wins by escaping the cage, it has to be like a race. I think it has to be like a race. to like, oh, they're, I've got escape and they're both on opposite sides and you just win it. That's a bit different. But when your opponent's out unconscious and you decide I'm going to walk out instead of pin them because I'm not sure if I can actually pin them, it says quite a lot about yourself, doesn't it? As they're in Saturday night's main event for in Tampa. There is the US Express. They won their first ever match on Saturday night's main event. There's Tess with Governor Jesse the Body Ventura. Big Bronson Reed, of course, made his return tonight. Yeah, absolutely a force to be reckoned with. You're right, Jesse. We're 2 likes away from 60 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. Also, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We're at 21,872 subscribers on that road to 22K on the long road to 25K. As we're seeing a video package, which probably, knowing how this show has gone so far this evening, folks, a video package, which can only mean one thing is, I bet we'll have a commercial. I bet we're gonna have a commercial after this video package. What's the likelihood? What's the likelihood that you would think, "All right, after this, we're gonna have the match that goes to commercial?" Wouldn't be shocked. Let's hope not. Imagine Logan Paul won. God, the meltdown on social media would be pretty wild, wouldn't it? Imagine that. First title defense loses to Logan Paul. I mean, yeah, surely they can't put the world title on Logan Paul. Surely not. But then this is TKO. Anything's possible. Yeah, we're definitely getting commercial after this, aren't we? We're definitely getting commercial. Actually, second world title defense, isn't it? First one's against Rollins on Raw. Here comes Jey Uso. I mean, to be fair, I'd have loved for Jesse to be on commentary for this when McAfee and Michael Cole are doing the like yeeting stuff. He'd have gone mental. 15 years ago tonight, the Usos debuted on WWE on Monday Night Raw. 35 days as champion, second title defense. Jey Uso's yeeting with a child. Kid was loving it, wasn't he? He really was. And now he's celebrating with his family. And what happened? Well, I told you. We're in commercial. We're in commercial straight away. We're in commercial. Of course, we're in commercial. It was inevitable. was inevitable we were going to commercial. We can't be still watching it, could we? Bloody hell. Yes, we've got to get those ads in. Yes. Well, one like away from 60 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. A reminder, we'll be live for a post show after this. We'll break down the matches. There'll be some screen grabs too of the matches that took place this evening on Saturday night's main event. You can see right there the post show after Saturday night's main event is off the air. And we'll see what the ending is for this show. Just what foundations are going to be laid ahead of Money in the Bank. Of course, it's only a couple of weeks' time. We know there's going to be men's and women's Money in the Bank ladder matches. Qualifying matches are ongoing. But I suppose other questions are, what's John Cena going to be doing at that PLE? What's CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Big Bronson Reed going to be doing at? What's Jey Uso going to be doing at that PLE? Maybe we'll get some answers this evening, and we can discuss that. Of course, we did have a confrontation earlier on between Cena and Jey Uso, suggesting that maybe John Cena comes out, tries to help Logan Paul, and maybe that leads to the announcement of a six-man tag. Maybe this is where Cody's going to return. We're still sort of speculating that Cody could be on his way back soon. Maybe that's the plan. We shall indeed we shall see as we wait for this commercial break to end. Hopefully it's would it be the last commercial break of the evening? About 15 minutes left to go. Would they have a commercial break in this match? Yes, they probably will. Let's be honest. Well, yeah. They definitely will. How will they not? Of course they will. They will. If there's one thing we've learned this evening, they're not doing a full match without a commercial. Actually, I'm silly for even bringing it up. Really, aren't I? As Slim says there, they definitely will. They definitely will. Merd says, who do you guys think is going to take the belt off Cena? I think either Punk, Reigns, or Jey. But to be honest, it's probably going to be Cody. It'll be Cody that gets it back, I think. That'll be the plan. Because Cena's going to retire and pass the torch, put over Cody, the new face of the company, on the way out. I think that's probably the plan. Cena's retirement match has taken place in Boston in December. I don't know if that's going to be the match where he drops the title to Cody. I think he might drop it before that. And Cena turns back into a babyface for that last match, I think. Because I can't see him working as a heel in his last ever match. I think this heel run will probably go to like SummerSlam. And that's when he turns back babyface, perhaps. Here comes the Maverick. The former WWE United States champion. Logan Paul, the Maverick. Of course, he's got a bottle of Prime in his hands. Andrew says, Owen, you excited about the Wyatt Six return? Well, it looks like they're going after the tag team championships, doesn't it? I thought it was apropos, of course, on the late Bray Wyatt's birthday. I wonder how this one is going to look. There's something in me just feels angle alert. Not Kurt, wrestling angle. But we'll see. Oh, there's the referee with the psychotic tan, Rod Zapata. Bell rings, we are underway. It is usually the problem for Jey Uso, the bell rings. Logan Paul, you thought about that. One lucky shot, collar and hour tie up. A side headlock by Jey Uso into the ropes. Oh, look at that shoulder tackle. Sends down Logan Paul. Look at that. Under. Whoa, a big leapfrog by Logan Paul. Oh, and a big, there's a right hand. I mean, Jey Uso does the sort of slap punches, doesn't he? Oof, I tell you what. Jey Uso nearly didn't float over that in time. Oof. There's a big boot. Logan Paul. There's a blockbuster off the second rope. And a kip up by Logan Paul. I mean, obviously, terrific athlete. But Lewis says, "Owen, thoughts on Logan Paul?" You have to sort of differentiate, don't you? The wrestler or the YouTube social media personality? Oh, fucking hell! Another commercial break. Jeez, the match just started. Oh, these I'm just we, these ads are just so much. Good God, it's never ending. It's never ending. Oh, these these ads. They're killer, aren't they? They are just, oh, it's never ending. These ads. I mean, we've literally, how how often? This- Oh, it's just you just I swear we've watched more ads than show at this point. It's just crazy. The commercials are just out of control. Like, I swear it isn't this bad for like when shows on USA or even when they were on Fox. Like there wasn't this. It's just literally ads, 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 ads. This is way worse than the ads on Raw and SmackDown. Yeah, so many commercials. Like they just kill the show. Can't get into any match. It's like literally every 5 seconds there's an ad. Just unbelievable. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, like I get that on American TV, you know, you have more ads than usual, but this is on another level. This literally is on another level because for Raw and SmackDown, it's never usually this bad. And then even when SmackDown was on network TV, when it was on Fox, it wasn't this bad. Good grief! It is insane. If you haven't already clicked the like button, we're at 65 likes, which is great. A reminder, we'll be live tomorrow for AEW Double or Nothing for a watch along and a post show ad free. Yes, because it's pay per view. I'll be watching that on Triller TV internationally. In the US, it's not available on Triller TV. In the US, it's available on Amazon Prime, on payperview.com, YouTube, and of course, cable and satellite providers. Internationally, it's available on Triller TV, which I always get it on because if you're an AW Plus subscriber, you get it for less. They're actually quite reasonably priced, the pay-per-views. So that should be a fun show. The only complaint, like a lot of AW pay-per-views, will be that it'll be long. It'll be a long show. They always are. But it'll be a good show, I'm sure. And we're back. There's the hip attack in the corner. Logan Paul kicks out at 2. Of course, they're playing up that Logan Paul's knocked out Jey Uso a bunch of times. Jey Uso went for a splash. Legs up, shoulders are up, shoulders down. Wasn't pretty. So shoulders up, my ass. Got him up on the shoulders. Logan Paul. Roll through. That moon. So, oh, got his knees up. He forgot. Like he forgot to sell. He got the knees up, and then Logan Paul went, "Oh yeah, he got knees up, maybe." That was a bit weird. Oh, he went for that right hand. Pop up, kind of Samoan drop. I mean, it's just this is the thing, isn't it? It's just the Jey Uso matches. They're just not it, are they? Let's be honest. They're just not. This was the problem with the build up to WrestleMania as well. Is the matches weren't that? They're just like look. If you're over, you don't have to do as much, which is where Jey Uso finds himself. Turnbuckle pad's been taken off the top. Clothesline. Logo's on the outside. Get a suicide dive. Oh, right hand ish. And now gonna go maybe buckshot lariat. Oh, super kick. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicks out. There's a lariat into the super kick. You can see that Jey Uso is asking for a time cue, it feels like. Dwayne with a super chat. Appreciate you, Dwayne. Says, why do they put random championship matches for no reason at all? Just filling up the bookings. Oh, counters. Says, big up Owen. Be up late and early for content. That's what it's all about. It's about the grind. Oh, it's a big right hand by Logan Paul. 1, 2. Oh, he kicks out. Red Devils 99 says, Owen is harsh on Jay. Did you forget that Uso brother match at Mania? It was a classic, wasn't it? It was a classic. Crowd are chanting F you, Logan. Oh, super kick. Logan Paul goes down. NBC censor going like this. Maybe an Uso splash. Uso splash. What's this? 1, 2. Oh, and Cena pulled the referee out the ring. He said that's what he was going to do. John Cena has attacked Jey Uso. Get ready for a Cody Rhodes return, I feel like. Cena. Is he teaming up with Logan Paul? Ah, here comes Cody. Cody Rhodes. There is the American Nightmare. For the first time since WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes is back. And there's the right hand. Uh-oh, crossroads, crossroads, crossroads. Get ready. Crossroads. Kind of, to Cena. Logan Paul is behind. Brass knuckles. Oh, ducks it. There's a spear by Jey Uso. And we're going to get that Uso splash. There's the splash. Now the ref's back in the ring. I don't know why there's a DQ. Jey Uso wins. I mean, Jey Uso's blown up and gassed. Cena looks pissed. And now you ruined enough. He says he's back. He's ready to fight. He got his champion. We'll see you at Money in the Bank. Right, we're getting that tag team match. That's what we're getting. And that's all she wrote. That was it. Off the air we go. Cody Rhodes is back on WWE television for the first time since WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes returns. And yeah, I mean, there was a lot going on there. We know what our main event of Money in the Bank is now going to be. Yeah, there's a lot happening there, isn't there? There is a lot happening indeed. What we are going to do, as per usual, we are going to be live in just a few minutes or so for a post show to discuss all of this. Now that Cody Rhodes, of course, is back on WWE television, returning for the first time since WrestleMania. We know what's the case is going to be. We're going to get a main event at Money in the Bank, which seemingly, as of now, and I say as of now, is Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus Logan Paul and John Cena. But this could become a six-man, folks. This could become a six-man. The reason it could become a six-man is because what we could get is possibly Logan Paul, John Cena, and Travis Scott against Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and someone. Now, whether that someone is going to be the rumored Bad Bunny, whether that's going to be Jay's brother Jimmy, remains to be seen. There's a lot of different ways that one could certainly go. But we'll discuss that in depth, as I mentioned, in just a few minutes when we are on the post show, as well as I just make sure that this is all set live and redirected as well, so you guys don't have to go anywhere and all that fun stuff too. Make sure this is all set up and ready to go. We'll discuss. Actually, do you know what? A very noteworthy and newsworthy show, actually. You know, we got several returns, not just Cody Rhodes, but also Big Bronson Reed. No title changes or anything like that, but certainly a significant, noteworthy, and newsworthy show. Very much so. Which, and to be fair, well, again, I'm going too much into the post show stuff here. But the one criticism, it's not that easy to guess. Commercials. Good grief. The commercials were just out of control. Out of control. Out of control, weren't they? Good God. Make sure I've got this all set up for you guys for the post show. There you go, with the what you call it. Oh, and also, yeah, the Women's US Championship match. That was not good, was it? So there you go, guys. As I mentioned, I'll be live for the post show in just a few seconds. Click the like button. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you in a few minutes.